It's alright.
Oh my god! Oh my god! We're doing an action skill only Mallow on TAKEDOWN on M4 right now. Look at them heals though. Dude, I like that explosive skill because even if I miss, the cloud still explodes. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but when I don't hit anything, it gives me a lot more range to actually miss and proc the cloud. Oh, I missed. So see, like I missed, but it still proc the cloud. Dude, this is really good. We're like really doing this. And speedy. Let's just make sure all the enemies are dead. The door is open, but I don't want anything shooting me in the back while we do this. That's my cue to get out of here. Oh, there's so many enemies came out of that door. Shit, I missed. I think if that thing means that the big guy is still alive, I think that's gotta mean that the big guy is still alive. Yeah, he's just got barely a little bit of health. Just barely. Wait, where'd he go? Did he just not disappear for anyone else? Did I proc the cloud on him? No, I still missed. Alright, I can't miss that. We're good. Oh, dude, where did you come from? Yoshi! Don't make me come over there, Yoshi. Dude, open the pinata. You guys are really gonna make me go with the pinata? Really? Fine. We do it for the pinata. Alright, this is our big test. If we could do this, dude, we could do what, 10? 77k on the initial hit, dude. Nice, dude. Nuking them all. Oh my god, dude, we do so much damage. We actually do so much damage. Oh boy, dude, I don't like the doggies. I love doggies in real life, but with this build, they're kind of a pain in the ass. Dude, look at the health bar. Take that, good sir. Oh my goodness gracious, we're gonna do this. I believe in us. Here, we'll put on corrosive. I should nuke him really fast. Oh yeah, dude, he's getting effed up. Oh yeah. Our transformer is no longer gonna protect us against that cloud. But I think the damage trade-off, if we can stay alive, will be worth it. This is gonna be the hardest part, dude. Because we're gonna have to deal with the ads and the enemies all at the same time. If I could get one of them hit from far range, like quickly, we'd be doing really well. I need to hit one of them. Please hit. Yes. That's really good for us. He's dead. He's gonna die. We need that guy now. That should kill him. And then we need this guy. That guy should be dead now too. Let's go, dude! Are you joking me? Like, are you actually joking me? Dude, are we gonna kill Wotan? Corrosive was a good call. Corrosive was definitely a good call. I'm gonna switch back to Shock, though, for this next part. How on earth do I do this shit, man? We don't know. Hello to the YouTube. Alright, this next part, we're also gonna take really, really slow. This area is gonna be harder, dude. Because there's just less areas to hide here. Dude, I love using this Tandava. I didn't use this before with the Nimbus, but it allows us to straight up miss our thing and still have them take the cloud damage. It's taking a while, but we're gonna do it. You know, like we just gotta play it safe because our healing is really not good. Oh shit! Why are they spawning behind me, dude? Oh my god! I thought I jumped off the edge. Dude, my literal, you know, like sometimes when you fall and your stomach goes like that. That actually just happened to me. I need to stop freaking jumping, dude. Stay grounded. Please don't fail miserably. Please. We don't even know if that works, dude. We don't even know if we can dot him like that. Okay, that's not looking too bad. Oh, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Dude, this fight is nuts. They're swarming me. I'm hoping that cloud's gonna hit him. It's hitting him, dude, just like kind of hardly. Wait, I'm gonna change to corrosive and Tandava and see if I kill these things before we get his shield down. That actually might be the actual play, dude. If we kill all those things before the shield drops, please hit him. If that hits him, I'll be really happy. If it procs on him, nice. I hit him again. We're good. What am I doing? Why am I out here in the middle? Get me out. Get me out. He should be dead. Holy holy oh my god. No way. Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness, God, dude. Oh my god. Yo, guys. What is up? Moxie here with another Borderlands 3 video. And today I am showcasing you guys my Nimbus Amara build. Now this is going to be an update on my old build, the Cloud Guild build / Nimbus build. Everyone just called it the Nimbus build, so I'm going to be calling it the Nimbus build today. This is a absolutely crazy build and one of my most unique ones because it actually requires you, or doesn't require you to ever shoot your weapon, which is crazy. And it does some of the best boss DPS in the game. Really silly, and it all is about abusing a mechanic with the Nimbus class mod. Before I get into the rest of the video, I just wanted to say, if you guys haven't seen the #takedown challenge video, please go check that out. I streamed yesterday for a few hours, and thanks to some generous donations, we were able to increase the prize pool of the #takedown challenge by $1,300. So if you weren't serious about it before, it's time to get serious. Things are going to be going down. There were a few things of weapon bans that I forgot to mention, so make sure to go back and check the list in the description of that video of the banned things. The overall message is don't use glitches. If I didn't mention a glitch and you know of a glitch, don't use it, because glitched runs will not be counted. Just don't use glitches, guys. Just clean runs. But there are some updated things in there, so make sure to go check that description. The link for that video will be down below and up top right there. So, Nimbus Amara. Nimbus Amara uses the Nimbus class mod, which if you haven't used it before, or if you have, it's kind of crappy. But there's a hidden mechanic in here that we can abuse. Now in the old build, if you remember it, that's great. If you don't, I'm going to be breaking down everything, so don't worry about it. But basically, this class mod creates a damaging cloud of her action skill element at the location that your action skill hits. And the cloud damage, what we figured out from testing this, is based off of your dot damage on your gun. So in the original build, we were using a Kiloist because it had a really high dot. And we're using some skills that actually increase the cloud damage by basically, the cloud damage is calculated by your gun damage. So the more gun damage that you have, the more gun damage you are doing, the higher your damage of your cloud will become. Now, if you notice up top there, and what I'm holding in my arms is an ion cannon, the highest base damage weapon in the game. Now there is something that I didn't know that we figured out with this, and that your weapon doesn't need to have a dot on it to do the most Nimbus damage. And actually the most Nimbus damage we could get is from the highest base damage of a weapon. We are using a glorious ion cannon with 2300 base damage with phase cast anointment, which, yes, phase cast anointment does boost the damage of the Nimbus. And you may be a little weirded out by this because there's no dot on this weapon, right? So how could I possibly be scaling the Nimbus off of it? Well, if you remember, the Nimbus is scaling off of the gun damage, and boosting our gun damage gives it a higher dot. And so what I figured, this isn't 100% because I haven't calculated it, but I have tested it with looking at the damage numbers that pop up, is that this higher base damage basically has a hidden dot stat, or takes a conversion of our damage from our weapon and converts it into this cloud damage. Now, elemental weapons are totally fine to use with this. You will have so much fun with a 250 phase cast ion cannon, and if you can get a good elemental one, I recommend that. From my testing, there are Ionic Scathing Ion Cannons that have ×2 damage, and I recommend getting a single one. I didn't notice any increase from the ×2 when it was higher damage, because ×2 with like 1500 would be more than this. I actually noticed weaker damage on those, so there is a lot of weird things happening with this. But if you could get a elemental or non-elemental ion cannon with really high base damage that's a single shot with a phase cast anointment, you are going to be good. In terms of using a elemental one, you will be doing more damage if you use an elemental one, but it doesn't matter. You can use either one and you'll have a great time, but try to look for a single shot phase cast one. You don't need the phase cast anointment, but it will increase your damage. Now, basically how this build works is we spam our action skill while holding the ion cannon. Whatever weapon you're holding, the cloud damage will take on that attributes and do the damage basically of that weapon in a cloud dot form, which gets really, really crazy. This is my Nimbus class mod. +5 into Tempest is absolutely insane. This is going to give us plus 100% shock damage if you get your hands on one of these. That is awesome. For my original build video, I didn't have a +5 one, and it worked just fine. So +5 if you could get it. If not, that's totally fine. For the rest of the skills and the gear, we're doing Anima because it's going to give us our status effect damage, status effect duration, which is really nice. Violent Tapestry is the most important skill that we can have here. +5 into Violent Tapestry is going to give you a status effect chance. Now, if you have used this build yourself, sometimes you will notice that when you use your phase cast and slap an enemy with the cloud, they don't take any damage for a while. The cloud is next to them and they do not take any damage. That is because the cloud has to apply a status effect chance, and it is not guaranteed that it applies a status effect chance. So in order for our clouds to apply the status effect damage and start doing a ton of damage to the enemies, we need a really high status effect chance. These clouds reapply multiple dots and ramp up really high damage when an enemy is standing in them for longer. So I really recommend using Violent Tapestry. With that, we're using Restless for more cooldown. Do Harm increases your action skill damage, which is really nice because we're going to hit harder with our action skill, but it won't actually increase the damage of the cloud. This is just a skill for mobbing and doing more damage to enemies. Your action skill is going to hit really hard. Ascendant for whatever augment you want to use with this. There isn't a thing you have to use. I would probably recommend using Soul Sep just for that healing if you're mobbing. If you're not mobbing and you're just bossing, it doesn't really matter what you use. Next, we're going Laid Bare. Laid Bare is going to give the enemy that is taking the cloud damage take a ton more cloud damage. Wrath works by boosting our gun damage, aka boosting our dot damage. Remnant is not something you have to go here, but if you do shoot something with the ion cannon, if you're feeling feisty, they will blow up really, really badly and blow up the enemy next to them with Remnant Orbs. The Remnant Orbs don't work super great from this skill, the Nimbus, because we're doing a lot of dot damage, but it's very quickly, so there's not a ton of overkill being generated. Next, we're going Awakening. Now, I don't love this skill. Awakening isn't great. It only gives us plus 30% rush stack effectiveness, which basically gives us a 1.3 multiplier to these chances and this damage. Not the best thing. If you want to shoot your gun with this build, if you want to use this more for gun shooting / bobbing, I would go Transcend here. But totally up to you what you're going for. This is going to give our dots basically a more instant catch so that we don't have to wait around for things to die. And then Avatar going to give us bonus rush sticks, which is really great. And we're going to be able to double phase cast, which is awesome. Now, Tandava is the best thing you can use with this because it allows you to miss your action skill and still proc the cloud, because when you use this, it'll basically explode on a wall, and then even if you miss an enemy, the cloud will just go to like whatever the nearest enemy is. It's really cool looking, and it works well, but the cooldown is really high, and unless you're using the respec cooldown glitch, I don't think I would recommend it. So if you're using that, go with that. If you're not, I would go Deliverance. And then next, these points here are for mobbing and sustain. This is Amara gets so much sustained so easily. With Clarity, we're going to get plus 5% missing health regen, and then plus 10 when we use our action skill. Samsara, you guys know it. This gun damage is going to boost our cloud damage. We're going to get 25% health regen per second, and we're getting Helping Hands for damage reduction. This is what allows us to mob with this build, and this is what allowed me to do the takedown with this build, because these points right here, man, are serious. This is some serious sustain, and the way we're going to be spamming our action skills, we'll be able to keep up Samsara, Clarity, and Helping Hands, and we don't need any more sustain than that, which is really neat. So much fun. You guys know that I have a large crush on Samsara. It's one of my favorite skills. Lastly, gear upgrades. Boom! This is not needed, but wow, is it an awesome shield. This is the Bullet Buffet all-in shield. I farmed for this on stream. It only actually took me 30 minutes to get this. Now this Buffet all-in is from a quest in the Handsome Jack, the heist of the Moxie's heist of the Handsome Jackpot. This is a quest reward, so it is guaranteed. You can get it anointed. If you get it anointed, that's awesome. If you can't get it anointed, you're still fine. If you can't get it anointed, I would probably recommend using an anointed shield, because your bonus incendiary or whatever you're using, your bonus anointments are going to apply. If you're not gonna use this shield, I would recommend a transformer. But with this shield, when we're damaged, we have a 25% chance to drop a booster that increases action skill cooldown rate by 50% for 10 seconds. This gives us a lot more spam ability of our action skill, and if you did go the Tandava route, this will basically allow us to spam our action skill all the time, which is really nice. Awesome shield to have. It is tough, and I don't think you can read-only farm on PS4 and Xbox. This is the very first mission, side mission, that you can get in the takedown, so it's not hard to do or get to, but it is really lucky to get this shield. If you can't get the shield, I'd look into the Discord, but it is not needed. You do plenty of damage without it. It is just nice to have that extra action skill cooldown rate. You're not going to be getting a ton more damage. You're just going to get some cooldown rate from this. Lastly, I would use an elemental projector. I have a white elephant. Ignore the white elephant. If you're looking for ideal, it'd be an elemental projector. You're going to be looking for elemental damages on your elemental projector, whether it's shock damage, shock chance, incendiary damage, incendiary chance, and then heavy weapon damage are the biggest things that you could find. These are the biggest impacts to your damage. If you want to shoot yourself with a sellout, go ahead. You're going to get a ton more damage. That's what I do for bossing with this build. If you want to melt bosses really fast, shoot yourself with a sellout. Oldest trick in the book. Sellout, and then you cast. This is going to give you all of your bonus damage, which is super awesome. But for mobbing and stuff, when I did the takedown, I used a Snowdrift auto idol, basically to keep me alive, to keep me moving. Mine had ignite chance, action skill, cooldown rate, and magazine size, and I was restoring health when I killed the enemies. This is a super great relic for the takedown or just mobbing in general. If you don't want to shoot yourself with a cell, you have plenty of damage. Any normal enemy, any base game enemy will absolutely die without the elemental projector, but if you want to kill bosses in seconds, I would use the elemental projector. Lastly, doesn't matter what grenade you want, just bonus elemental damage. The cloud does take on your bonus anointments from bonus damage, so these are the best anointments you could have for this. This was the Nimbus build, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. It's really crazy. I was able to solo the Malawan takedown on Mayhem 4 without ever shooting, which is crazy. If you want to use this build of the new takedown scaling, you can. It's really fun. I probably won't give you many points for originality because I made it, but it is really fun. I'm going to be using it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you did, there's still like 70% of you are unsubscribed. So if you are unsubscribed and you're enjoying the videos, make sure to do that. Make sure you guys participate in the hashtag takedown challenge. Even if you don't think you're a great speedrunner, even if you just want to give it a go, I'm gonna jest you guys to give the takedown challenge a shot. Give the Give it a shot, see what you can do. If not, for anything, just a chance to try new gear and new weapons. Have a good one, guys. Peace.